What's up, Knights? It's been a while since we've posted on the channel, but I'm back with a fun new side build I wanted to showcase. I like to call Profusely Poison. This build focuses the axe you see here with a 100% chance to inflict poison on chain attack. Alongside this, by switching the shoulders, arms, and boots on our main build, we boost our poison damage by a staggering percentage. With a 96% boost on our shoulders with 3 legendary charms, a 128% boost on our arms with 4 legendary charms, and a big 160% boost on our boots with 4 unique poison damage charms, we achieve a grand total of 384% boosted poison damage. And in ideal situations, when paired with Millicent and her full star perk, we can go all the way to 484%. In our video here today, I wanted to attempt to take all 5 floors of the Dark Onslaught Dungeon with this build. With the DOD exempting all heroes but legendary or unique status, as well as needing to use poison heroes as my main damage source, our pool of heroes to utilize became much smaller. In our first example, we're utilizing the Maverick Gauntlet along with Hearn as our primary poisoning hero. 2 chain stacks has his health tick for 70k damage. And alongside Hearn's Rage and another chain stack, we have the boss ticking already for nearly 160k damage. Adding more stacks at this point is just overkill, as we just have to wait out the turn with what health he has left. And with a 194k tick, we take floor 1 of the DOD. For floor 2 here, we're utilizing the Rebel Gauntlet for mage speed and axe damage. Our hero pairing is going to be Azar for heals and protect from the back row archers, along with Mikazuki for that front row direct poison damage. We'll be focusing our axe's poison damage here, and it's important to note that the amount of poison damage you deal with your weapon corresponds to the damage output of the weapon itself. A level 60 weapon is ideal for maximum damage output when paired with these charms. Our first tick hits for 78k damage. Utilizing our next turn to build Rage and add another 2 stacks of poison on chain attack, you can see with 4 stacks of poison, he's ticking for a heavy 157k damage straight to health. For our final action, we heal up the damage done by the back row archers. Mikazuki adds another stack up front, and a final stack with our weapon. 6 stacks in total has the boss only a turn to live, and we finish with a big 225k hit. In example 3 here, we're going up against Chieftain Grawl. I opted to go with a Chaotic Gauntlet in this example for some Alchemist speed with Brutus. That in turn will give us the ability to spam Rage every 4 actions, and with Lucan's ability to hit the whole field with poison, as well as being strong versus Goblin, it seemed like the optimal choice. Starting things off, we use our weapon to add the first 2 stacks of poison. And by using our 4 actions, Brutus Base becomes available, giving us the opportunity to hit the entire field with poison damage next turn. Brutus Base gives full rage, and the next action we hit the field with Lucan's Toxic Horns, as well as adding another stack to Grawl. Monsters on the field tick for 59 to 72k damage, and Grawl gets hit with a big 177k tick. I thought this next set of actions was cool because the sheer force of Lucan's rage damage here actually is enough to take out the pesky back row goblin healer that could have messed everything up. And with 6 stacks on the boss, we're chugging away on his health with a huge 217k hit. We know with this many stacks of poison on him and his remaining health, we just have to get through this round and Grawl is finished. And with another 217k tick, we wrap up floor 3 with relative ease. In our 4th example here, we're facing up against Frecky. We'll be using the Champion's Gauntlet paired with Camille for the full field poison on Rage. Our support hero will be Dakio, and you can see here with him even only at level 50, he still does a phenomenal job with his rage gains. The Champion's Gauntlet will provide us with rage anytime an enemy does damage to us as well, so the combination of the 2 should give us the ability to spam poison. Starting things off, we box once to build Rage, use both of our chain attacks to add 2 stacks of poison, and then a final punch on the combo to build Rage again. The initial hit is direct onto only the boss with 78k damage, but with one more punch, a chain attack for another stack of poison, and Dakio's base, we're able to get to full Rage again and launch on the field with mass spread poison. The poison damage is extremely effective on this floor as it's able to take out all of the minions Frecky summons with only one stack from Camille's Rage. This forces Frecky to have to summon more to take their place and allows us to add more stacks while the boss isn't damaging us. By the time the boss has filled the field with minions again, our rage meter has done the same, and we're able to repeat the process of applying a deadly poison to the field. Ticking away at the demon's health with a big 72k hit, and with all the stacks on Frecky, he's ticking for 237k. For our final 2 turns, we choose to utilize the stacks of poison from our weapon. With his remaining life, we know that we just have to get through the rounds, and with a final tick of 217k, we take down floor 4 of the DOD. Now, I wanted to make sure I had a banger of a Dark Onslaught dungeon so that it was more difficult for myself, and I think most can agree that Ajax and his summons can get seriously annoying in the dungeon, especially on floor 5. For this example, we're using our Mythic Hammer for protection and damage output and focusing our primary poison assault with Millicent. As I mentioned before, her full star perk puts us up another 100%, giving us a grand total of 484% boosted poison damage. Paired with Queen Frida on support, we have the ability to hit the front row with Expose while simultaneously building Rage. Alongside our Valiant Gauntlet for warrior speed and hammer damage, we're taking the plunge. Now, we get lucky with some beasts on his initial few summons, and I was thankful for it. Starting off with our weapon for the 100% protect on chain start and just teeing off on the enemy to try and do as much damage as possible. Completing 4 actions gives us Frida's base power, and in tune we're able to expose the front row and jump to full rage, apply our first stack of Millicent's poison to the field, and get the damage rolling. Making sure to protect up with our weapon and get some chain attack damage, Millicent's poison begins to tick the field for 72k. To start our next turn, we protect up again with our weapon and hit for more chain attack. Pop Krita's base again for full rage and proceed to apply the second stack of Millicent's poison to the field, putting us up to a total of 144k damage to each enemy's health with 2 stacks. Back to just teeing off on the enemy for our next turn so that we can get another 4 actions out of the way. Our poison takes out the 2 beasts central to the field, and Ajax summons more minions here. Now here come the little buggers we were dreading, and Ajax summons his first set of assassins to the field for me to deal with. We pop Krita's base for some more exposure and to get our 4th rage on the field. Knowing that these assassins are susceptible to stun as well, we pop Millie's base to lock one in place, and lastly we make sure to protect with our weapon to conserve health against the assassin currently not stunned. With what little health and armor we have left, we know we have to make this next turn count and take out these assassins. 2 hits from our weapon is enough to do just that, and Ajax is still slowly ticking away in the back row with 72k hits to his health. Another 2 assassin summons puts us in a pickle, but we rinse and repeat with our initial combo for when they showed up, cross our fingers and hope by the grace of Titania that our poison damage is enough to take the round. I really didn't want to use any potions in these examples and was totally biting my nails here, but with the final tick of 144k, we squeeze by with a sliver of health and take out all 5 floors of the Dark Onslaught Dungeon with our Profusely Poison side build. Want to give a big thank you to everyone who tuned into the video today. I know it's been a while since we've posted on the channel, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of content creation. I had a lot of fun making this build and writing and editing the video, so if you guys enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. We're close to 1,000 subs, and that's been a goal of mine for a while now. It'd be awesome to get there with our Knighthood community. If you guys are inspired by this build and can run all 5 floors, let me know in the comments section. We always love a fun Knighthood discussion. Appreciate everyone who's been patient with me over the past few months as I've worked through things myself as well. Your love and support is always appreciated. As always, Knights, stay grinding.